Hey guys, Papa Pete here, back again with Coco today. We have another pickup video for you. And in this video, notice I'm wearing my new Papa Pete the Old Guy Gamer shirt, available on TeePublic. I'll put the link in the description field at the end of the video. So if you're looking for a Papa Pete t-shirt, they're available on TeePublic. But anyway, Coco and I have another big pickup today. It is a box, another box from Respawn and Replay. And I got some absolutely fabulous things, not only for my collection in general, but for my Xbox collection. It's a heavy box, and it's a big one. So stick around. I can't wait to open it.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50, you don't have to.
Alright, first and foremost, it's a great big box of games and stuff for my collection. So with that, I have to have a special, heavy, great big beer to go with it. And today, take a look at that size of that can. I have from Holy Whale Brewing Company in Alma, New Brunswick, Eggnog Stout. 7.7%. Wow, I've never had this one before. I'd never seen it before. I saw this can. It's huge. I love it. And the label is friggin' really neat. Let's crack that baby open. Oh, it smells some good. I've never heard of an eggnog stout before. I don't think this is all going to go into my mug here. Look at that deep, dark color. Nice head on it. That is a very interesting flavor. I do like it. You can tell it's quite strong, but I do taste the eggnog in it a little bit, which is sort of strange. But anyway, I don't think you can drink too many cans of these. Once again, Brasserie Saint-Belain, or Holy Whale Brewing Company, Alma, New Brunswick. Eggnog Stout, 7.7%. Man, I'd never seen it before, but I really can't wait to try some of the other stuff they make. You know, Respawn and Replay really has a great website, lots of different things you can order. The prices for their box protectors are fantastic. Free shipping over $100. Oh my god, it's just amazing. That's free shipping within Canada at least, which is really kind of not a common thing that you see. And the selection is fantastic. I went on there, I had bought a bunch of stuff from them recently, and went back on, there was a bunch more Xbox things for my collection. So can't wait to open it. It's going to take me a minute, so let's put on some RGC while I'm doing it. Here we go.
Fight it! You stop! What the forgotten run! Fight it! You stop! Fight it! You stop!
Wow. Look at the way these are beautifully packed in there, huh? That's fantastic. We'll set her down here. Alright, so we got them all open. The first thing I'm going to show you, I got some more box protectors for my collection. I got a bunch more of the Atari 2600 ones because, of course, I have all those variants, the Intellivision Inc. versions of games for my Intellivision collection. It's the Atari 2600 protectors that cover those. That being said, I also am going to be in the need of some Intellivision long box protectors, and he doesn't have any on the site right now, but Sebastian told me that there would be some later on this summer. As a big Intellivision collector, and of course I have a lot of people who watch my channel who collect Intellivision, it's great to hear that Sebastian's going to be carrying them later on. I'm going to wait because the prices are so fantastic. It might be 2 or 3 months, and that's fine, but all my French Canada variants and such, I'm going to want to put those in the long box protectors, so I can wait for those. Also, I picked up some protectors for, let's see, it would be like Sega CD or long box PS1, stuff like for my Wing Commander 3 copy of for the PlayStation. I have a protector for that. And last but not least, I picked up a few more for the NES. Like only about 10 because I was a couple shy of the boxes that I have up in the Nintendo room upstairs. So I wanted to pick up some more of those. At the end of the day, fantastic prices, fantastic shipping, free, and I got it in only 4 days. So how do you beat that? Anyway, that's enough about the protectors this time. I really recommend you go to Respawn and Replay if you do need some protectors. But here are some of the Xbox games I got for my collection. Alright, bundle number 1, this is an adventure game, sort of like a 3D platformer. I got Chicken Little by BVG Games. Great condition. Got the book. Holy cow, that's got one thick instruction guide in it. And a beautiful looking disc and case. So, can't beat that. Didn't have it. Chicken Little. Don't know a whole lot about it. Have watched the movies, I think, with the movie with the kids when I was many, many years ago. But overall, just a great addition. Next up, a golf game which I had never really heard of called Pro Stroke Golf. Saw it on the list, was relatively inexpensive game. The thing about these games is to find them in the condition that these ones are in is kind of hard to do. So, very happy to add Pro Stroke Golf to my collection. Next up is Cat in the Hat. And you may see behind me, I'm going to say where would it be? Right about there. Right over there. I think I already have Cat in the Hat, actually. But the price was so good, the condition was so good, and I did not have the manual. So, just for the case upgrade, and to get the manual, I picked that one up from him. I'm really happy to, because this is a beautiful condition game right here. So, again, another one of these 3D platformers, geared more towards kids, but that's okay. I like this Vivendi Universal. I didn't realize that before, but they're the same ones who make the game Futurama for the Xbox, which of course is one of the... it's a very good game. It's considered like the last episode of Futurama almost. But anyway, very interesting to see that it's the same company. I'm very happy to add this one to my collection. Mike Myers version.
That could have gone better.
Now here's one that I'm not going to do a gameplay video for because you just don't want to see it. And that is Dance Dance Revolution Ultra Mix. I had all of them but the original. Here's one. Really nice manual. So you've got the 2-month free trial for Xbox Live in there still. So really happy to have that. Love those Xbox exclusives right there. Now also in that bundle, I picked up a couple of manuals. I said I've picked up a lot of the manuals that I've needed. Well, here's a couple more. We got Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex. I needed that for my Greatest Hits version or my Platinum Hits version. And I also had the opportunity to pick up a copy of the Obscure manual, which I sort of put into the bank because I think that this is one that if down the pipe I could possibly trade for a different manual that I need because that's a hard manual to come by. It's a very expensive game, and I just thought it would be excellent to have in my collection as trade bait if nothing else. Now mind you, this is beautiful condition, so I'm going to check the one I have to make sure this is an upgrade first. But anyway, great to get that manual. Once again, to show like how he's packed these up. All the games have come bundled like this inside that box. So the shipping was just phenomenal. I can't say how happy I am with the way it is. Alright, next one up. NBA Street Volume 3. Again, one of these sports games that are just more of less simulation and more arcade style. And I had the first two, didn't have the third one. And man, this is absolutely beautiful. So happy to add this one. EA Sports, NBA Street Volume 3. Next up, a game that I added to my collection the last time out, to my Platinum Hits collection. I said how ironic it was that I was adding to my Platinum Hits and I didn't even have it for the regular collection yet. Now, it's a very well-known game, even if it's not an incredibly expensive game, but I got a copy of Soul Calibur 2. As I said before, I played this a lot back on the Dreamcast. I had the Dreamcast version, but I haven't played it much on the Xbox. Had the Platinum Hits version again, didn't have the regular version, and there it is, complete in-box with manual. So happy to finally add Soul Calibur 2 in good shape. I've seen it before, all beat up, but now I have a copy in absolutely fantastic shape. Next up, believe it or not, I just watched this movie within the last 3 or 4 months. I had never seen the whole thing. I'd started watching a few minutes of it, just had not been able to finish it for some reason. But we sat down and watched it with 64-bit there around Christmas time. And that is Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs. And I found it really interesting. I did enjoy the movie very much after I finally got into it a little bit. Don't know much about this game other than it's probably along the lines of a Grand Theft Auto type adventure, a 3D adventure game. I can see scenes that I recognize from the movie right on the back of the box as it is. And this is just a fantastic copy. French and English versions of the manual. So Reservoir Dogs, that might be one that goes in the machine later today right there. Next one in this bundle is another action-adventure game, Mafia. I've heard of this game plenty of times before. I think I've seen it on other systems. This one doesn't have the manual, but it had the map. And frankly, I think it's probably the map that would be harder to find than the manual. But in any case, I'll pick up that manual sometime, no problem at all. And in the meantime, copy of Mafia, another great addition to the collection. Last one in this bundle. One of the war games, we talk about all the different war games that are available on the Xbox. Viet Cong Purple Haze. I have a hard time differentiating between all the different ones, so sometimes I sort of miss. I go to a store, I look, and I go, oh, do I have that one or don't I? I have my list, luckily I can go by, but if it's a real quick look, it's rather hard to tell. But in any case, I saw this one, bypassed it the first time, and then when I went back, realized that I didn't have this game. Viet Cong Purple Haze. Typical, this was a 3D action shooter. Anyway, I should double check it. It might be first person, but it looks at the back that it's 3D. So anyway, I'm anxious. I'm excited to try a little bit. Well, bundle number 3, Coco. Here we go. Let's open this one up. Speaking of war games, all these sort of generic different war games for the system. Tons of them out there. Tons of them. Here's one more. The official U.S. Army game. America's AA Army Rise of a Soldier. Seems to be a relevant. Is this the game that they actually use for training and they've converted into an actual video game? I'm not sure off the top of my head. Something rings a bell in my mind with that. And this is another one that has both the French and the English manual, which is really cool. That just you get that only up here in Canada. You got America's Army Rise of a Soldier, officially licensed game of the U.S. Army. So that's right on it. And this one, it's immaculate. It's in beautiful condition. So very happy to have it. Right on. That one right there needs to be tried out. And one of the biggest things back in the early 2000s was Shrek. And here we have one of the several different Shrek games that are on the Xbox. Shrek's Super Slam, the wrestling game, which was, I don't remember which Shrek movie it was in now. Might have been Shrek 3 where they had the wrestling match. I don't know. Or Shrek 2, I can't remember. I've seen them all, but not in many, many years. Yeah, cool. Shrek, Super Slam. Gotta get more Shrek games, because actually some of these are kind of hard to come by. Now here's one I have a couple different versions of, actually. But this is the plain old black box, or green box, or what we want to call it. Xbox exclusive Greg Hastings Tournament Paintball. I think I have the Platinum Hits version, and I believe it's Greg Hastings Tournament Paintball Maxed. I also have that one, but I didn't have the regular one. And this one is in beautiful condition. Disc, manual, case. Just a fun shooter game, run around, sort of like along the like a COD type game, only it's paintball anyway. So, well, very happy to try it out. It should be quite interesting. Now the next one is a Sega game that's exclusive to the Xbox. I said the Dreamcast come over onto the Xbox, it seems, a lot of the Sega titles. And here we have House of the Dead 3. Great game. Terrible movie, House of the Dead, but a great game series. Again, exclusive on Xbox. These games is just it's more shoot 'em up action. It would be great to play with a light gun if you could. I assume, yeah, it says right on it, light gun supported. I probably won't get it hooked up to play it with a light gun. I don't have an Xbox light gun right now, I'll tell you the truth. But in any case, I can remember I always, when I think of House of the Dead, playing on the Dreamcast, I had Typing of the Dead. And I used to love playing Typing of the Dead. I thought it was such a crazy premise and so much fun to play. And you know what? It actually does teach you typing. Not teach you typing, but it'll let you practice. If you already know how to type, you can practice using that game, and you're really going to improve. Anyway, House of the Dead 3 is a rather difficult game. Fairly high-priced game. I'd say it's definitely upper middle of the road. And overall, very happy to finally add that one to my collection. So now we're down to the last bundle. Last bundle, Coco. What do you think? Huh? Right on. Don't fall asleep. And the first one in this bundle, another one of the Army war type games. It's SWAT, Global Strike Team. Just one that I didn't have. Looks like it's along the lines of a Rainbow Six game. It's a little bit of stealth and just third person or with first person sniping probably. But the case is good. The manual is heavy duty, let me tell you, but in really good shape and a beautiful disc. Very happy to add SWAT Global Strike Team by Sierra. Love seeing that Sierra name. I'm sure it's not the same as it used to be when I was younger, but I just love that Sierra name. And next up, a game I've looked at a few different times and never picked up. Pinball Hall of Fame, the Gottlieb Collection. And I do really enjoy different pinball games on consoles. I really enjoy Star Wars pinball on the Switch. I've had different ones in the past on the PC. I always liked them. I can't remember what the name of the very infamous one on the Windows 95 back in the day. Of course, everybody seemed to have it. I really enjoy playing those. So I'm looking forward to play the Gottlieb Collection, which are 7 classic tables, including Ace High, Central Park, Big Shot, Genie, Black Hole, Victory, and Teed Off. And I think everybody remembers playing Black Hole in the arcade. That pinball machine was everywhere back in the 70s and 80s. So really looking forward to trying that out, because again, it's one of my favorite types of games. You just sort of put in, plug in, and play it for a few minutes, and when you're done, you're done. It's no long ongoing thing, which is part of what I like so much about other older gaming systems. So this pinball games I've always really loved. Now here's a classic old-time series, Starsky and Hutch. Kind of along the driver line where you're driving around doing missions. This one's in great shape as well. Once again, French manual, English manual. Fantastic condition. And the case, perfect click, perfect look. Artwork is great. Very, very happy to add that one to my collection. Haven't played it much. I do remember playing a little bit. What system did I play it for? It might have been the Dreamcast as well. No, I don't think it was on the Dreamcast. I think actually it might have been the PlayStation 1 or something. I don't know. I've played a Starsky and Hutch game before anyway. But I'm really looking forward to trying this one out. This brings us down to the very last game in the box, and this is one I've been looking forward to and trying to find for a long time. I found it without a manual, didn't bother. I found it all beat up, didn't bother. And I do have the other game in the Xbox library from this franchise. But finally, I have Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick. Fantastic. Regeneration, I really love that game, and I know this one isn't rated nearly as highly. This was before Regeneration came out, but at the end of the day, it's one of these games that I'm just so happy to finally pick up. The condition is excellent. Very, very happy with it. Gotta love those movies, eh? I've seen them all. It's been a long time since I've seen any of them. I want to go back and watch them again. I just haven't gotten around to it lately. But anyway, A Fistful of Boomstick. You gotta love Ash, huh?
Groovy.
Well, guys, that's it for this pickup video. What a great bunch of stuff from Respawn and Replay. Don't you think, Coco? Huh? Don't you think? Oh, don't fall asleep on me. I can't let you fall asleep. Gotta scratch your neck right there. Oh, that feels so good, huh? Thank you very much, Sebastian. I can't express how much I really love your service, love what you have on your website. The website's easy to navigate. It's easy to find the things you're looking for. And prices are extremely fair, And like I said, within Canada, over $100 is free shipping. Get your box protectors there. Fantastic. Going to be Intellivision long box ones there later on this summer. So, pretty good stuff, huh? We'll have to get another box from Sebastian later on this summer, huh? Right, Coco? And that's actually my first cat back in 1992 was named Sebastian. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. Don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe, and Coco and I will see you next time when I get some more pickups. Take care.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50.
Hello, Dali Popka here, and you're watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
What the hell?